You've probably heard it your whole life. As you get older, you should eat less. But what if I told you that to stay strong and healthy, your body actually needs more of certain key nutrients? Well, that's what we're calling the aging nutrition paradox. And today, we're going to crack it wide open. And here it is, the big question at the heart of it all. As we get older, our metabolism naturally slows down, so we don't need as many calories. Makes sense. And yet, at the same time, our body is crying out for more protein, more vitamins, more of the good stuff. That just doesn't seem to add up, right? So how do we solve this puzzle? Okay, so first things first, we need to talk about what malnutrition really means. When we hear that word, especially with older adults, we tend to picture someone who's very frail and underweight. But that's only half the story. Malnutrition also includes being overweight, but not getting the essential nutrients your body desperately needs to function. It's a huge, hidden danger for so many people. So, to figure out the solution, we've got to go back to the beginning. Why do our nutritional needs shift so dramatically as we get older in the first place? This table pretty much lays out the body's blueprint for change. For starters, our sense of taste and smell can start to fade, which, let's be honest, makes food a lot less exciting. Our digestion also slows down, which means we feel full faster, and it makes it tougher to absorb certain nutrients, like vitamin B12. And then there's your basal metabolic rate. That's basically the engine idle speed for your body. It drops, mainly because we start to lose muscle. Each one of these things builds on the other, creating this perfect storm. But it's not just about biology. It's about what's happening in our lives, too. Think about it. If you've spent decades cooking for a whole family, making a meal just for yourself can feel, lonely and kind of pointless. Grief or depression can absolutely zap your appetite, and sometimes it's something as real and difficult as just not having the money or the mobility to get good, healthy food. And then you add this layer on top of everything else. So many older adults are managing chronic conditions, and the very medications that help them can have these powerful side effects. They can cause a dry mouth that makes it hard to swallow, they can completely change the way food tastes, or they can just flat out reduce your appetite. Okay, so that's the why. That's what we're up against. Now, let's get into the what to do about it. This is where the new rules of eating for healthy aging come into play. This right here, this is the single most important rule. Think of your daily calories like a financial budget. As you get older, that budget gets smaller. So every single calorie has to work harder. That's the whole idea of nutrient density. It's the difference between, say, a donut, which is all empty calories, and a bowl of Greek yogurt with berries. For about the same number of calories, one gives you sugar and fat, while the other is absolutely packed with protein, vitamins, and fiber. Let's start with our most important building block, protein. For older adults, the recommendation actually jumps up to 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein for every kilogram you weigh. So just as a quick example, for a 150-pound person, that's around 68 to 82 grams of protein every day. That's a lot more than younger folks need, and it is our #1 weapon in the fight against losing muscle. And look, this isn't just a suggestion. It's what the experts are saying. There's this growing consensus among geriatricians that the old protein standards we used to follow, they just don't cut it. They're not enough to protect the muscle mass, the strength, and really the independence of older adults. And when you're sick, that need can be even higher. Next up, let's talk about our bones. The daily requirement for calcium shoots up to 1,200 milligrams for women over 50 and for men over 70. This is absolutely vital for fighting off the bone thinning that can lead to those really devastating fractures. But here's the thing. Calcium can't do its job alone. It has an essential partner, vitamin D. You can think of vitamin D as the key that unlocks the door, allowing calcium to actually get into your bones. For adults over 70, the recommendation is at least 800 IUs a day. IU just stands for international units. It's just how we measure it. This keeps that door open and gives your immune system a boost, too. Okay, a few other key players really deserve a shout out. Vitamin D12, which we mentioned, gets harder for your body to absorb. Fiber is so important for keeping your digestive system running smoothly. And this last one is a big one. Your sense of thirst actually declines. That means you can be getting dehydrated without even feeling thirsty. You literally have to make a conscious effort to keep drinking fluids all day long. We've covered the why and the what. Now for the best part. Let's put it all together into a practical, hands-on playbook for healthy aging. First, let's give the enemy a name. Sarcopenia. It's the official medical term for age-related muscle loss. And this isn't about looking good at the gym. This is about having the strength to get out of a chair on your own, to carry your own groceries, to live independently. Good nutrition is our absolute best defense. You see, sarcopenia is a huge part of this really vicious cycle. It goes like this. Poor nutrition leads to muscle loss and weakness. That weakness then makes it harder to shop, cook, and even eat, which of course leads to even worse nutrition. It's a downward spiral that we have to stop in its tracks. So, how do we break it? Luckily, there's a pretty straightforward 4-step plan. Number 1, screen. Catch any nutritional risks early. Number 2, nourish. That means prioritizing that high-protein, nutrient-dense diet we've been talking about. 3, strengthen. You've got to move your body. Food and exercise are a team. And number 4, support. There is zero shame in asking for help, whether it's from family, your doctor, or community programs. So what does this actually look like on your plate every day? It's really about simple, powerful choices. Try to get a source of protein in with every single meal. Eggs, fish, beans, whatever you like. Fill your plate with a rainbow of colorful fruits and veggies to get all those vitamins. Go for whole grains instead of refined stuff. And to make food exciting again, use herbs and spices for flavor instead of just salt. And of course, keep sipping on fluids all day long, not just when you feel thirsty. Look, you don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. That's not how real, lasting change happens. The journey to a stronger, healthier future really does start with one single step. So the only question left is, what's the one small change you can make starting today?